Vtsvauto back at it again. Info Tuesday, like Taco, this Info Tuesday. When I see stuff or stuff hit me, I'm gonna give it to you how I get it, you know. I think this is very important for those guys that's building these dumps, doing quarter panel replacement. You know, we got 3 cars with quarter panels cut off in 3 different stages and 3 different, you know, ways of how much damage is done to the car. So I thought it was good once we cut. This is the car that we did the roof replacement on. It also came in for quarters. Now we all to doing the quarters of it. We cut the quarter panel off. Obviously we're doing a full replacement. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen people get, you know, half the quarter replaced because all of this stuff up here appeared as if it was good. And this is the one thing I like to show you with this quarter off. What happens if you don't cut the full quarter off? You'll never have access to all of this surface rust that's building up. You'll never have access to all of that surface rust that's continuing to build. If you remember when we did the roof replacement, it was rust holes into this structural piece because of the damage that was created from this roof. Once rust get in, you know, that cancer can grow. So once you have an opportunity to, you know, strip it down, clean all of that off, that's exactly what you want to do to it. You know, once you get to the quarter phase, obviously this is the bad thing about this car. Quarters was already done on this car before we got it. Not only was the quarters done incorrectly, they also never did all of this. So I'm gonna show you on another car what happens if you don't address this surface rust and all of that cherry red that you see surface rust that's building up. I'm gonna show you what it'll turn into if you just continue to let it grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. We got some audio and video for you to show you the work. This is the same car, the 2-door hardtop, got a quarter panel. We're gonna show you some of the stages that was done to this, but you can see it's already have been stripped. It's already been prime protection on all of that surface rust that was on it at first. And then all of the red areas you see, this is new metal that was welded in. This is new metal that was welded in. This actually was funny. It's a story about this car. Once we cut the quarter panel off, we realized somebody got shot at in this car because it was 2 bullet holes. I'm gonna get Teaser to pull up the old shot before Ray had repaired this. It was a bullet hole that went through, and then it was one here where it didn't grade. Once we cut the quarter panel off, you seen that the 2 holes that went in it was repaired. So I gotta talk to the owner to know that he even know that this car was shot at before. So we got some gangsters in Memphis, man. Y'all know about 8-Ball, MJG, y'all know what's going on. But check it. If you don't take the time when you're doing a quarter and it, you know, address, it's a lot of work. Yeah, you got to remove your windows, the regulator, everything has to come out. But what it does is give you access. If you've seen the work that Dylan did, when he stripped everything and made it shine like aluminum foil, you never would have had access to this. And then when you're paying your money to get your quarter panel done, get all of this done then. Go ahead and get everything done at once, because if you try to cheat and just put your quarter back on, I'm gonna now show you what happens when you don't address it. Let me take you to a third vehicle. This is a car that we cut the quarter off of, and we stripped everything down to the metal, and we prime protected the metal that was still good on it. But look at all of the rot that was eaten through. The support piece, the upper wheel well, all of this was rotted out. And a lot of this had Bondo over it. The people put Bondo over it to cover it up. So this is what happens if you don't, once you get the quarter off and you have an opportunity to strip all of that rust to the metal, prime protect it so it doesn't continue to eat through, it's gonna eventually eat through and it's gonna look like this. It's not gonna happen over a year or 2 years, but over time it's eventually gonna get to this. So when you do a quarter panel, the benefit of doing a full quarter, you got full access to everything. You'll see, okay, this wheel well is bad. You need an inner lip. All of this trim down here. Why would I Some people would fill this with chicken hair and Bondo and you'll never know it. But you definitely gonna come back and it's gonna be even worse than what you see now. So this car needs a ton of work, but just know quarters. It's a process and it's an opportunity to actually touch all of the areas that could be affected. This is all structural supports to the vehicle that's affected from rust. Now is the time to do it. So when you do a quarter, all of this is part of it, you know. So stay tuned. Good work, good dope. This is what we do, man. Vtsvauto, man. Come check us out when you want it done the right way. Let's go. No corners cut, no stones unturned.